you feeling like a fake? Like someone is going to discover you for who you really are and know that you don't know what you're doing. You're comparing yourself to others. You're downplaying your accomplishments. You are always looking around to see who's doing better than you. This might be imposter syndrome. We're going to talk about what imposter syndrome is, what it does and how it affects you, and what you can do about it. Hi, my name is Stanley Jones, and I'm putting together a wait list for my Beating Imposter Syndrome course. So sign up for that and let's get into it. Okay, so all about imposter syndrome. This can affect you in just a myriad of ways. You can be at work comparing yourself to those around you and being like, I don't know as much as this person. I don't have their degree. I don't have the accolades. I didn't work for the big company. And yet here I am. Somebody is going to find me out. Somebody is going to figure out that I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe you can't accept compliments. Maybe it's difficult for you to let that compliment in surrounding work, surrounding becoming a business owner, surrounding running a race. And it often leads to burnout because this running in the back of your mind constantly is wearing. It's tiring. And then you feel like you're working harder than you need to because you are. So imposter syndrome can be far worse than this. It can prevent you from doing the things with your life that you want to do. So pursuing that new career opportunity, finding a partner that fits you better, buying a bigger house. Whenever you are going into something new that stretches you a little bit, imposter syndrome is bound to come up. And the studies show it. Up to 70% of people feel imposter syndrome. Yep. Even the most successful people experience imposter syndrome. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret with this. You are going to experience this every time you level up. Now, when you have really good coping skills, it's not going to hit you as hard. And so you're not going to burn out. You're not going to doubt yourself into oblivion. You're not going to miss out on opportunities. You're going to know what to do with it. You're going to know how to treat it when it comes up. You're going to acknowledge the feeling because it just never goes away. But if the feeling doesn't have as much power, then you have more of the power. How you grew up can contribute to imposter syndrome. If you grew up poor in a small town and you want to move to a big city and get a great job, you might feel like that's not for you. You might feel like you're cheating your way to get there, even if you do get up enough courage to try it. And it's exhausting. Or you could feel like my parents were middle managers and they made a great salary. Who am I to become an entrepreneur? Who am I to do the things I want to do with my life? I'm not like those people that have that popular podcast, those people that have that big business. That's not like me. And so you see how this builds upon itself and how imposter syndrome can stop you from living the life that you want to live. And we don't want that. So a brief bit about the science here with imposter syndrome. So what imposter syndrome does is it stimulates this hedonic response. So the hedonic response says, I always feel safe when I'm on the level of my comfort. And so when you go up and are happy, or you go down and are sad, you're always going to want to get back to homeostasis. And that homeostasis needs to change and shift up over time. And so what happens is you're always uncomfortable as you're going up in those levels. It's unavoidable. And so if you know that and you know, I'm uncomfortable, that's a sign that you're doing the thing that you should do. And your brain is saying, this isn't safe. Feeling this joyful isn't safe. I have not felt this joyful. I don't like this. So basically, you have to get your system used to how it feels to do good things and not go into the situation where you feel dread about it, knowing that your body is just trying to get to equilibrium. Notice how that happens. First step is noticing. You don't even have to do anything with that feeling. Notice the feeling, notice when you're trying to get back to homeostasis, and breathe through it, exercise through it, talk to a friend that you feel understands how capable you are, and move through the feeling. Another reason it can happen is because of negative self-talk going on in the back of your head. You might have heard growing up, who do they think they are? And you've internalized that to think, I'm not going to be part of the group if I do something where I'm sticking my neck out, if I do something where I'm going above and beyond what my peers are. And you're going to have that reinforced by the people around you, even people that love you. When you want to level up, you have to be prepared that you are going to take a dip in belonging. This is in Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This is something that we need as human beings, and it feels like crap. So here are some ways you can get around this. If there are meetup groups of people that are in the career field that you want to be in, or people that are aspiring to do it, join them. Talk to people who are doing the things that you want to do. They will uniquely understand what it is that you're doing. And then as you grow, as they grow, you've got a built-in community that gets you. These may not be the deep friendships that you grew up with, but you're going to need something supplementary so that you can continue having that shred of belief that you've got this, because you do. Another way to do this and have this sense of belonging is through podcasts, is through YouTube, watching these kinds of videos. Subscribe to this video. You're going to get content from people that have been there, people that have overcome poverty, people that have overcome enough of their mindset to get ahead, people that have been where you've been. Until you find these people in real life, supplementing with online content is just fine. And the third thing you can do about it is education and shifting your mindset. So what does this look like? So on the education front, you can sign up for courses about imposter syndrome. You can sign up for courses about the thing that you want to get into. You can take a class at a community center at a community college. Watch podcasts, watch YouTube videos. Do what it takes for you to feel educated enough to be comfortable enough with your imposter syndrome. You don't have to be fully comfortable, but if you feel like there's an education piece missing or you need to learn a little bit more about how imposter syndrome triggers you, get educated, spend some time on it, spend some money on it, get through it, pay for help. And the fourth thing is therapy, coaching, whatever it is. If you've got imposter syndrome and you want to level up, it's the perfect thing for coaching. If it's a little deeper and you feel like, I don't have any agency, I'm stuck, I don't know where to move, and I feel like I can't move, that's a place for therapy. So coaching if you're ready to move forward, but you're just a little stuck and you feel like your mindset's getting in the way, and therapy if your old story is just too heavy for you to move forward. And with those modalities, think about it. If you spend $150 on coaching or therapy and it gets you to the place where you apply for the job and you make $20,000 more a year, isn't it worth that investment? So look at what you're missing out on, not what you have to pay up front for investment in yourself. So now you know fully how imposter syndrome could be affecting you, how it could be making you feel like a fraud, making you feel like you aren't ready, stopping you from opportunities that you want to take. I want to say again that this is normal. This is something that happens to all of us. It still happens to me. I just persist anyway. I know when I go to that meeting or show up and ask for what I want that I'm going to feel better afterwards. So it's that initial dip in how I'm going to feel for the joy in how I'll feel afterward. So the next time you feel like a fake, like you're faking it, like you don't have what it takes to do the thing that you want to do, remember you're not alone. We all feel this way. You just need to be around the people, doing the things, taking the education that tells you you're in the right place. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, hit like and subscribe and join the waitlist to find out first when my Beating Imposter Syndrome course goes live. That's it for now. Take care and keep crushing those goals. You've got this.